Good morning, guys. So I got my hands on the brand new Talaria Sting R, and we're going to get right to it today and do some head-to-heads with the Sting R and a stock Surron. So on paper, there's a few big differences between these two bikes. The Talaria has 8,000 watts of peak output, whereas the Surron only has 5,000 watts. The Talaria does use a gearbox reduction off of the motor, whereas the Surron uses the old belt drive you guys are all familiar with. Talaria's got a 45 amp hour capacity battery, whereas the Surron has about a 38 amp hour capacity battery. And lastly, it's about 25 pounds heavier on the new Talaria at 145 pounds versus about 120 on the Surron. So we'll see how those numbers stack up against each other in the real world. Alright, so we got the Draggy out. We're going to use the GPS verified Draggy data to do 0 to 30 and top speed on both the new Sting R Talaria, and then we're going to do the Surron X and compare the two. We got Kyle here, our professional test dummy stunt rider. Right. Go for it, Kyle. Let's see what you get. Alright, we're going to have Kyle take these bikes on a longer loop to get a top speed, and then we'll see what Draggy says after that. Yeah, so from here, Kyle, you can take both and see how fast you can go. Alright, Kyle's back. Kyle's back from his top speed runs here. Let's see what we got. I think we got, I'm not sure you can see that, we got 52. Sound about right?
Yeah, it was quick.
52 and you're down to 86% battery?
So, yeah.
So that's pretty good for not even a full battery, so maybe 53, 54 possibly if it was 100%, theoretically.
Sounds right.
That's great. Let's do the Surron next. Alright, here we are. Kyle just did the Surron top speed test. Let's see what we got. The Draggy here. How'd it feel?
Felt alright. Definitely not as quick.
We got 44 on that one. Is that right?
Yep.
So
and our battery is at 91.
Battery's at 91. So we got 44 on the Surron, 91% charge. We got 52
with 80.
On the Sting R with 85% battery. So an easy 8 miles an hour faster. I would say maybe 9 or 10 if you've got full battery. So yeah, that's a significant increase. Okay, so that wraps up today's head-to-head. I've been a Surron owner for many years, more than I can count since they first come out, and honestly this thing, the new Talaria, really impresses me a lot. In most measurable head-to-head metrics, the new Talaria is better out of the box than the Surron. It's a lot quieter, which was very noticeable. The gearbox reduces noise quite a bit compared to the belt drive. The bike just feels more solid. It brakes a lot better than the Surron. It feels more stable under heavy braking. And of course the power, as you saw in the comparisons, was just better all around. Acceleration, top speed, it's killer out of the box. I think most guys are going to love it. The aftermarket support's not quite there for this bike compared to Surron. So if you want to buy this just to mod the crap out of it like some guys do with Surrons, it's not going to be quite as mod friendly just yet. But I know Unicycle, after talking to Eric, is already working on very similar stuff they have for the Surron now. They're going to have for this bike also. Wheel sets, all kinds of accessories and suspension upgrades. So it won't be long before this bike catches up to Surron as far as modability and upgrades. But for now, out of the box, this is a clear winner over the Surron, and I think you can't go wrong for an extra 150 bucks. It's incredible how much better this bike is out of the box. So, all right, so our performance testing is concluded today between the two bikes. We're going to do a range test next and actually have two riders the same weight ride these bikes until they're dead and see how many miles we get from each bike. So stay tuned for the range test.